Welcome, space traveler. Close your eyes, take a deep, slow breath. Imagine you are floating in the vast, silent ocean of space. There is no wind here, there is no sound. Yet, something is touching you, a gentle, invisible force. It is the light of a distant star. Tonight, we will explore one of the most beautiful paradoxes in the universe. How can something with no mass carry momentum? How can light, a pure and weightless energy, physically push the objects it touches? It seems like a trick of physics, but it is entirely real. As we unravel this cosmic mystery, allow your mind to let go of its earthly weight. Let your heavy thoughts become as light as a photon, drifting peacefully into the boundless dark. To understand this gentle mystery, we must travel back in time. For centuries, humanity looked up at the night sky and thought of light simply as a beam of illumination, a glowing path cutting through the darkness. But the brilliant minds of the past, like James Clerk Maxwell, realized that light was an electromagnetic wave, a ripple in the fabric of reality. Later, Albert Einstein changed our perspective forever. He showed that light is also a stream of tiny, weightless packets of energy called photons. This gave birth to a beautiful realization. Light has no physical mass. You cannot weigh it on a scale. Yet, it possesses momentum. It has the power to exert pressure. This silent force is the very foundation of solar sails, of starlight keeping giant galaxies alive, and of the gentle warmth you feel on your skin as you rest. But what exactly lies behind this paradox? Imagine holding a smooth, heavy river stone in your hand. You can feel its mass. If you drop it into a pond, it pushes the water away, creating ripples. This is classical momentum. It is mass in motion. Now, picture a beam of light from a gentle lantern. It feels like nothing at all. Yet, physics tells us this light is pushing you. It is a microscopic push. So soft, so subtle, it vanishes into the noise of your day. But in the absolute stillness of space, this tiny push becomes a mighty, invisible wind. Let us begin our journey at the very source. Picture the blazing golden heart of our sun. Deep within its core, in a chaotic and beautiful dance of nuclear fusion, a photon is born. It is a tiny spark of pure energy. It has no physical body, no weight to anchor it down. But as it bursts into existence, it carries a profound purpose. This single, weightless photon is a messenger of the cosmos. It holds a tiny fraction of momentum, ready to be carried across the void. Before it can travel across the galaxy, this photon must first escape the sun. Imagine a dense, glowing labyrinth of plasma. The photon bounces from atom to atom, absorbed and re-emitted millions of times. This journey from the core to the surface can take 100,000 years. It is a lesson in extreme patience. Even in the heart of a star, there is a slow, steady rhythm, a peaceful persistence. Let your own heartbeat sync with this ancient cosmic pulse. Finally, the photon breaks free. It reaches the surface of the sun and launches into the deep, quiet vacuum of space. There is no air resistance here. There is no friction to slow it down. It travels at the ultimate speed of the universe. Yet, from its own perspective, time stands entirely still. It exists in a state of eternal now. Imagine what it feels like to move so fast that time itself simply stops. It is the ultimate form of rest. Now, let us dispel a common myth. Many people believe that because light has no mass, it cannot physically interact with solid objects. We often think of light as a ghost, passing over things without touching them. But quantum physics tells a completely different story. Every time a photon hits a surface, it transfers its momentum. It gives a tiny physical push. It is like millions of microscopic whispers, gently nudging the world forward. How can we calculate the weight of a whisper? In school, we learn that momentum equals mass multiplied by velocity. If mass is zero, momentum should be zero. But Einstein gave us a deeper truth. Energy and momentum are intimately connected, even without mass. A photon carries momentum proportional to its energy and inversely proportional to its wavelength. The shorter the wave, the stronger the push. It is a beautiful mathematical harmony. Picture a cosmic game of billiards. In the 1920s, a scientist named Arthur Compton proved that photons can bounce off electrons, just like billiard balls colliding on a felt table. When the weightless photon strikes the electron moves away, and the photon changes its path. This phenomenon, known as Compton scattering, proves that light has a physical presence. It is a gentle reminder that even the most intangible things can leave an impact. Imagine you are standing on perfectly smooth ice, holding a bright flashlight. If you turn the flashlight on and point it forward, the light leaving the bulb carries momentum away from you. Because of the conservation of momentum, you would slowly, imperceptibly, begin to slide backward. Your body is being pushed by pure light. It is an incredibly small force, but in a world without friction, it is enough to move you. You are propelled by a beam of brightness. This brings us to one of the most romantic concepts in all of astronomy, the solar sail. Imagine a massive, shimmering sheet of silver foil, no thicker than a soap bubble, unfurling in the silent expanse of space. There are no engines, no rocket fuel, just this massive mirror catching the light of the sun. As trillions of photons bounce off the reflective surface, they transfer their momentum. The sail begins to move. It is sailing on a sea of starlight. Johannes Kepler, the famous astronomer from the 17th century, once looked at comets and noticed something strange. He saw that the tails of comets always pointed away from the sun, no matter which direction the comet was traveling. He dreamed that one day, ships with sails could navigate the heavenly breezes. He did not know about photons or quantum momentum, but his intuition was remarkably perfect. He saw the invisible wind. Let us take a closer look at a comet. Imagine a lonely mountain of ice and dust, tumbling through the cold darkness. As it approaches the sun, the ice warms and turns into a glowing cloud of gas. The sunlight, carrying its silent momentum, physically pushes this gas and dust backward. The beautiful glowing tail you see in the night sky is literally swept away by the pressure of light. It is an artwork sculpted by weightless hands. Today, humans have turned Kepler's dream into reality. We have built spacecraft that use this massless momentum. Consider the Japanese spacecraft called Icaros. It deployed a beautiful square sail in deep space. As the golden sunlight hit the ultra-thin membrane, the spacecraft accelerated. It rode the light all the way to Venus. No explosive chemicals, just the gentle, continuous push of our local star. Imagine standing on that solar sail as it drifts past Venus. You look back at the sun. It is a brilliant, blinding sphere of energy. You can feel the warmth, but more importantly, you can feel the steady, unending acceleration. It is completely silent. There is no vibration, just a smooth, peaceful glide through the cosmos. Let that sensation of smooth, effortless gliding wash over your body right now. But what about here on Earth? Right now, as you rest, light is pushing against our planet. The sunlight hitting the Earth exerts a pressure of roughly 100,000 newtons. That is equivalent to the weight of a dozen cars, spread across the entire globe. It is far too small to push the Earth out of its orbit. But it is there, a constant, comforting pressure from the sky. The sun is holding us, touching us with its light. This force is known as radiation pressure, and while it is gentle on Earth, it is a matter of life and death for the stars themselves. Imagine peering into the core of a massive blue giant star. Gravity is desperately trying to crush the star inward. Millions of tons of gas are pulling toward the center, but the star does not collapse. Why? Because the immense light generated in the core pushes back. It is a perfect, eternal balance. The crushing weight of gravity pulls in, the fierce, massless momentum of light pushes out. This delicate equilibrium is what keeps every star in the sky shining steadily. The stars are held open by their own light. Think of this as a metaphor for your own mind. Let the light of your calm awareness push back against the heavy weight of the day's stress. Find your perfect balance. When a very massive star finally runs out of fuel, the light fades. The outward push of momentum stops. In that fraction of a second, gravity wins. The star collapses inward at unimaginable speeds, and then rebounds in a spectacular explosion known as a supernova. Even in death, light plays a crucial role. The flash of a supernova is so bright, the momentum of its light physically pushes the surrounding space dust away, seeding the universe with new elements. Let us dispel another myth about light and mass. We often hear that black holes pull light in because light has mass. But this is not true. Light remains utterly massless. A black hole does not pull on the mass of the photon. Instead, a black hole bends the very fabric of space and time. The photon simply follows the curved path, like a marble rolling down a funnel. Even the unstoppable momentum of light must obey the shape of the universe. Returning to our own world, scientists have found ways to harness the momentum of light on a microscopic scale. Imagine a pair of tweezers so small they can pick up a single atom. In 2018, Arthur Ashkin won the Nobel Prize for inventing exactly this. They are called optical tweezers. By crossing laser beams, scientists can create a tiny trap of light. The momentum of the photons pushes and holds microscopic particles in place. Light acts as invisible fingers. Imagine the precision of it, a beam of light, perfectly tuned, gently holding a single, fragile living cell without harming it. The light cradles the cell, keeping it steady. In the same way, let the soothing sound of this story cradle your mind. You are held in a safe, steady place. There is nothing you need to do. Just allow yourself to be supported by the invisible forces around you. As we look to the future, the momentum of light may be our ticket to the stars. The Breakthrough Starshot project aims to send tiny, wafer-sized spacecraft to our neighboring star system, Alpha Centauri. To do this, they will not use heavy rocket fuel. Instead, they will use powerful lasers located on Earth. These lasers will fire a concentrated beam of light at tiny sails attached to the probes. Picture thousands of these tiny, beautiful sails, shining like diamonds in the dark. The powerful push of the laser photons will accelerate them to 20% of the speed of light. They will cross the vast, cold emptiness between stars in just 20 years. Driven entirely by the momentum of weightless energy, it is a testament to the power of a gentle, persistent push. Consistency over brute force. Let us reflect on the nature of a photon. It is a ripple of electricity and magnetism. It is born in fire, travels in absolute cold, and dies the moment it touches something, transferring its energy and its momentum. Every time you see the stars, millions of photons are ending their million-year journey on the surface of your eye. They are giving you a microscopic push. The universe is physically touching you, whispering its presence. This realization changes how we see the night sky. It is not just a painted ceiling, it is a dynamic, interactive ocean. Every beam of moonlight, every twinkle from a distant galaxy is a physical transfer of momentum. It is raining light, a silent, weightless rain that brings warmth, color, and motion to the cosmos. Imagine standing in this gentle rain, feeling the subtle, calming pressure of starlight on your shoulders. Think about the light in your own room right now. Even if your eyes are closed, the gentle glow from the moon outside or the street lamp down the road is filling the space. Trillions of photons are bouncing off the walls, the floor, your bed. They are carrying their tiny payloads of momentum. The room is alive with invisible, weightless motion. Yet, it all feels so profoundly peaceful, so completely still. We often carry heavy burdens in our minds, worries, tasks, memories. They feel like they have immense mass, weighing us down, keeping us awake. But what if we treated our thoughts like photons? What if we realized that our thoughts, like light, have no physical mass? They do not need to weigh you down. They can carry energy, they can move through you, but they do not have to anchor you to the ground. Imagine your thoughts transforming into beams of light. Picture them turning bright, weightless, and fast. As you breathe out, let these beams of light stream out of your mind, traveling away from you, out into the quiet universe. They are carrying their momentum away, leaving your mind empty, vast, and silent. You are becoming as tranquil as the deep vacuum of space. With every breath you take, the universe expands a little more. The light from our sun continues its endless journey outward, pushing gently against the dust and the gas of the Milky Way. The solar slips drift further into the unknown, riding the silver breeze. Everything is in perfect, harmonious motion. There is no rush, there is no friction, just the eternal, graceful dance of energy and space. Allow your physical body to feel this weightlessness. Let your arms become heavy against the mattress, and then let that heaviness dissolve into light. Feel the gentle pull of the earth beneath you, keeping you safe, while the invisible pressure of the cosmos gently holds you from above. You are perfectly suspended between gravity and light. A beautiful balance, a peaceful equilibrium. As we reach the end of our journey, remember the paradox: the most powerful forces in the universe do not always require mass. Sometimes, the most profound impact comes from the gentlest touch. The massless momentum of light shapes the galaxies, just as the quiet moments of rest shape our lives. Surrender to this gentle push. Let the quiet current of the cosmos carry you away into the realm of dreams. And so, our journey through the light and the dark comes to a close. We have traveled from the blazing core of the sun to the icy tails of comets, riding on the invisible, massless momentum of photons. We have seen how the universe balances the crushing weight of gravity with the gentle, persistent push of light. As you drift into a deep, restorative sleep, remember that you are part of this incredible, harmonious system. Thank you for traveling the cosmos with us tonight. May your dreams be as bright and boundless as the stars. What destination should we explore together next? Sleep well, space traveler, and good night.